Hi everyone. In this session, we are going to study a chapter in chemistry of ninth standard, and the lesson name is Carbon, an Important Element. If we see the chapter's name, Carbon, an Important Element, you might wonder, out of 118 elements, why we are focusing on the carbon element. Let's learn what is element. An element is a substance which cannot be split up into two or more simpler substances by the usual chemical method of applying of heat, light or electric energy. Everything in the universe contains the atom of at least one or more elements. Carbon is the most important element to life. Without this element, life as we know it would not exist. As you will see, carbon is the central element in compound necessary for life. The element carbon is available abundantly in the nature and occurs in free as well as in the combined state. For example, medicines, paint, plastics, natural gases, fuels, natural oils, etc. Carbon is a vital element found in all living beings. For example, carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. Let us see what is compound. A compound is a substance that consists of two or more elements. A compound has a unique composition that is always the same. The smallest particle of a compound is called a molecule. Consider water as an example. A molecule of water always contains one atom of oxygen and two atoms of hydrogen. The composition of water is expressed by the chemical formula H2O. Water is not an organic compound. Why? Because there is no carbon in water, only two hydrogen and one oxygen. Let's learn what is an atom. An atom, a fundamental piece of matter. Matter is anything that can be touched physically. Everything in the universe except energy is made up of matter, and so everything in the universe is made of atoms. An atom itself is made up of three tiny kinds of particle called subatomic particles: protons, neutrons, and electrons. The protons and neutrons make up the center of the atom called the nucleus, and the electrons fly around above the nucleus in a small cloud. The electrons carry a negative charge and the protons carry a positive charge. In a normal neutral atom, the number of protons and the number of electrons are equal. Often, but not always, the number of neutrons is the same too. Some example: a carbon atom, a magnesium atom, a calcium atom. Atomic number of carbon is 6, atomic number of magnesium is 12, atomic number of calcium is 20. So let's calculate number of proton, neutron and electron. In the carbon atom there are 6 proton, 6 neutrons and 6 electron. In the magnesium atom, there are 12 protons, 12 neutrons, and 12 electrons. In calcium atom, there are 20 protons, 20 neutrons, and 20 electrons. The negative electrons are attracted to the positive nucleus by the same electrical force which cause magnets to work. That's what keeps the atom together. Compounds obtained directly or indirectly from plants and animals are called organic compounds, and compounds obtained from minerals are called inorganic compounds. All the organic compounds contain carbon. Carbon is the main element even in cellular DNA and RNA that transfer hereditary characteristics from one generation to the next. We cannot make carbon element synthetically in laboratory. The German chemist Wöhler synthesized an organic compound, urea, from an inorganic compound, ammonium cyanate. Ever since then, many organic compounds have been made from inorganic compounds. Carbon was found to be the main element in all these compounds. Hence, organic chemistry is also referred to as chemistry of carbon compounds. Many organic compounds are being made in the laboratory. The study of these carbon compounds is called as organic chemistry, which is separate branch of chemistry. Free state or combined form of carbon elements. Here are some example of free state and combined form of carbon element. Free state: diamond, graphite, and etc. Combined state of carbon element: carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, calcium carbonate, and so on. Okay, thank you very much.